Welcome to the matchday preview powered by CatchMe.lk. Another doubleheader on this Monday afternoon on the Lanka Premier League. Two teams, Dambulla and Jaffna, that have been unbeaten so far, both of them winning their first games. Dambulla, well, not as comprehensively as Jaffna may have done, but they did look really good. Big loss in terms of Roshan Fernando getting injured at the top. That is why I think Roshan Dikwella will have to take on much more responsibility and play better shots than he did to get out in that game against Kandy. They will need to rely once again on that middle order that was held so well together by Samit Patel and Dasun Shanaka. Although remember, Kandy again weren't that good with their bowling. They gave two chances to Dasun Shanaka. He was dropped twice, and that is why he was able to get that massive score that he did and propel his team to 195. So really, what Jaffna will need to do, and I think they can do better than Kandy, is with their bowling, because they've got a good battery of pace bowlers. They've got a couple of very good all-rounders. They've got Hasaranga de Silva, who's doing very well with the ball. So they will need to keep Dambulla at bay and especially try and get Shanaka in as early as possible, because if he comes in late after the 15th over, you can imagine what he can do. So get the middle order in early, put pressure on the top order. That's what Jaffna will be looking to do. As for their batting, well, Avishka Fernando played a very brilliant, mature innings alongside Shoaib Malik, and you can already see that they are benefiting so much, these youngsters, by playing alongside stars like Shoaib Malik. Well, in terms of how they look on paper, I still think that Jaffna does look a better team than Dambulla, but you never know. I like the look of Dambulla. They've got this very positive vibe about their team. They seem to have gelled together despite not having some very big names. They've got the experience of guys like Upul Taranga and them. Paul Sterling might come in to replace Roshan Fernando. To be interesting to see how they go, but my prediction once again is with Jaffna. Game 2 for the day is Kandy versus Galle. Both teams looking for their first win in the tournament, and they haven't been up to the mark, although I kept saying from the beginning that Kandy do look very good on paper, but it's their thinking, it's their decision making that has really let them down. Once again, we saw Kusal Pereira's captaincy may not have been the best even in the second game. Some of those bowling changes were a little baffling, to be honest. They allowed Dambulla to get away with the game, and once again it was their fielding that let them down. So really, both Galle and Kandy, if they really want to go far in this tournament, they'll have to get better in that department. So Kandy, again, very batting heavy, but it's their bowling that needs to get better. Even the other day, when they were cruising along well, chasing the target despite the rain coming down, they were on par with Luckworth Lewis. But remember, Kamindu Mendes lost his wicket at a very unnecessary time, and that's what pulled them back by just 4 runs. So really unlucky is the word there. However, they need to be better at their decision making. Not just the captain, but the entire playing 11 needs to have that game awareness and know what to do at the right time. Again, Galle Gladiators, well, disappointing to say the least, but you can't judge a team in a 5-over game. Andrew Russell just went berserk against them for Colombo in the 5-over encounter. So hard to judge. It could have been anyone on the opposing side. It could have been anyone other than Galle that got hammered by Andrew Russell. Having said that though, they really need to come up with a winning combination. Over-reliance again on Mohammad Amir. Someone needs to back him up. Mohammad Shiraz did bowl really well in that 1 over that he did. Can he continue it for 4 overs is what will be interesting to see. So again, I think Kandy might just edge this one because they're so batting heavy. But remember, Galle Gladiators have guys like Afridi in the middle, and at the top they've got Danshukuri and Zazai, who can really go crazy if they really want to. So, well, it's interesting to see. Again, I don't know, it's hard to call this one, but again, I feel that just on paper, I feel as if Kandy might have the edge on this one. You never know though. Again, it's hard to predict for two teams that have lost their opening games. We'll see what happens. What do you think? Let me know on the comments. I am Sam, and this is my perspective.